Right, hi everyone. Second video. I thought I'd really just go over more of the kit I've bought since my last video, which was about, I think, really half a year ago now. Main change has really been I've actually mostly been buying from AliExpress now. Um, I've kind of left TEMU behind. Not anything particularly bad about TEMU. I've just found that the range of kit on AliExpress is just way more expansive. And the price wise, there isn't really that much of a difference. It's probably all coming from the same factories, to be honest. So they're all one half dozen the other. If you where you buy from, the only thing about AliExpress is if you're buying from the UK or you live in the UK and you're buying from AliExpress, there's a 20% tax. I think something to do with since leaving the EU. So if you see a price on AliExpress, just make sure to add 20% onto it. I that happened the first couple of times that I bought. I was like, oh, this is cheap, and it was like, oh, a bit more expensive than I was expecting. Um, so yeah, I basically just bought a new plate carrier, which has basically entirely got all new kit on. That's like Gen 2 plate carrier of mine. I've got my chest rig, which I've kind of used separately. And then I thought I'd maybe just go over a few of my rifles that I use. Obviously, those aren't from AliExpress, but I thought, nah, might as well go over them. I briefly showed what I was running last time. I thought maybe people would be interested in that as well. Um, so yeah, this coat. I remember I briefly talked about what I was wearing last video. So this is kind of a lightweight windbreaker. Um, Also from AliExpress. This is like the really common one. It's got a removable hood that I normally use over the last kind of couple of games because it's just been quite rainy up here. I live near Chester, so it's been quite rainy up here, quite cold. So I've been using this as kind of like basically this in a shirt because obviously you get really warm really quickly. This was about like 12 quid. That's held up really well. Probably be like I said in the last video, a lot of this stuff is like it'll probably last a while, but for the price, it's good for what you're using it for. What should I talk about first? I'll go over my So this is the plate carry or the chest rig that I use primarily. I've used this twice now. This has been a knockoff of the Spiritus Systems Microfight Mark IV, I think. So it's basically just like a rifle insert and then a Velcro Molly front, which I then put this really big just general admin pouch, and then also a dangler, which I just really like because it kind of just gives you like a decent amount of customization. So I've also bought another couple of rifle inserts for that one, so I can run like five from it, and I've got that one for just putting stuff in. And I've also got a couple of pistol mag ones because it's got side molly on the opposite side as well. And yeah, this has also got the expand wings, which basically just loop through the what do you call it, like the they just route through the sides. I'm not going to put this on because it's a right pain. I'm not going to put it in the plate carrier either because it's just can't be bothered. And yeah, this is good. Again, this is held up. I've been using this for my MP5, which has been quite useful. Just a bit more of a lightweight build. So yeah, that's well, I don't know. Just show it like I normally have it, like there more or less. Yes. So yeah, it's been quite good. I'll just show the plate carrier next because that's got quite a lot of stuff on it, to be honest. So yeah, just move that down a bit. So yeah, this is my current setup for my plate carrier. I will be the first one to say that there is quite a lot of stuff on it, and probably I could use it. It could use a bit of a culling, to be honest, because it's got quite a lot of stuff. So I've taken what was my plate carrier or my original chest rig, which was this is a Haley Strategic Heavy, I think, like a knockoff, and then I basically just placarded it into the side and just made this my like plate carrier setup because I like it. It's got really wide rifle insert. So right now I've got my AK stuff in there, and it can fit 5.56 or 308, you know, equivalent. Then I've got a couple of I've got a carabiner with the black tape on, which is always really useful because, you know, stuff falling off and breaking and stuff, it's always good. A couple of rifle or pistol mags, my dump pouch. Again, this is all from AliExpress. A couple of spring grenades that actually have been quite good. I'd say they've got about a range of like 1 by 1 meter, like one across and one up. Sometimes they don't go off, which can be annoying, but it's partly for the look, and they can be useful, to be honest. You just got to make sure that you throw them up at a fair height to make sure they actually go off. Fill them with as light as BBs as you can, because it is literally just a spring. There's no like CO2 canister in them or anything, so it's good to have a lightweight one in them. Then just a general admin pouch, another carabiner. Those are the grenades. Look, I put the tape on them and stuff to make them easier to see. Then I've got this back panel backpack. This is a mini map. I think it's a rip-off of. This has been quite good because this is what I've been using for my radio setup. So I've got my Bofang, I can't remember the name of it. It's the other really popular one, the one where you can actually input the frequency into it. Like, it's all got set channels. So that routes up through like a little opening in the front through my left shoulder pad, which has been good. And that just mollies into the back panel. I've got a couple of welder's gloves on there for like the, you know, a bit cold. So it's good, nice having another layer for the gloves. Yeah, I think that's it really. Yeah, so and then I've got just on the front, I've got like lots of patches because why not? This is a safety lanyard. It's supposed to go on the belt, but I've actually been using this along my right chest armor just as kind of a thing to put, like, you know, gloves, my headset I've got in my bag. Yeah, just as a kind of thing I could, you know, my hat, you know, it's just a good place that I can put, you know, dangle stuff. And then the PTT rolling through there. I can't remember the exact, whatever this overall plate carrier is a repo of. I think it's like a Warrior Systems, maybe. If you just type in plate carrier into AliExpress, it's literally the first one that comes up. So you won't have much trouble finding it. Yeah, I think that's more or less it. Again, if you guys have got any questions about individual stuff, again, I mean, like, I'm not going to put links in because it's always changing and there's like 10 different vendors that sell all of this stuff. So just, if you see anything specifically on it that you have a question about, just give me a shout in the comments and I'll try and work out where it is. So yeah, that's it. That's just, again, I can't be bothered putting it on because it's a right faff. But yeah, just quite... I can't, and you know, I think it looks cool. I like putting stuff on it because it just makes it look more like, I don't know, tactical. But yeah, dump that there. Right, so I think to go over my actual rifles now. Some people might be interested in that, even though it's not AliExpress, but always good to have an opinion. So I'll show you my AK first. So this is my, it's a SEMA. CM045A, I think, with the polymer handguard and the folding stock. This is basically stock. I think I've put new bucking and I was going to put a new nub on, but it just ended up being too much of a faff. I did install a new fire selector onto it with a little like thing for your index finger, just makes it a bit easier to, you know, change it. Oh, and then the aftermarket rail, the AK-74U, which just makes it a bit easier because the sights on this are kind of meh. But yeah, this has been great. I play with 208 or 0.28 gram BBs, and this, I think it's been about 280, which is like 10 below the British limit. It's like 290 something. So that's been fine. Yeah, I mean, I've only played 2 games with this, so we'll see. I put a bungee lining on the stock, which makes it a bit more comfort for getting a good cheek well into it. Just make the catch on the putting thing that's annoying. So I normally put like a bit of a bungee around it just to hold it in, so it doesn't, you know, because it's quite tight. So I normally just bungee it around when it's just sitting at home. So yeah, that's my AK. This is my MP5. This is also SEMA. I think this is a, oh god, CM41 blue edition. I know there's like a high-speed version, but I just found this one and I was like, I want an MP5, and this is, you know, I wanted like the classic, you know, folding, you know, long stock, you know, no weird tactical handguard that they all just look weird, just the classic, you know, die-hard version. This is totally stock. Literally the only thing I've done with this is you can buy a rail mount for the top, and then this is just a cheap site also from AliExpress. I think this is like an M1. If you type an M1 site, I think it's a, I think it might be an aim point ripoff. But yeah, this is fun. I mean, you can do the, you know, AK slap or the HK slap, which is, you know, the main reason you buy it. I do have mags for this, but it's packed away, so I can't be bothered with getting those out. But yeah, this has been good. It's quite heavy. That's the only thing I'll admit. Ironically, I think it being the smallest one I own, it's actually the heaviest. And I'm skinny and small, so that's the only problem with it. But it's still fun, you know, and it's quite handy. You know, you can get quite tight into corners with this. So then probably the gun I've modified the most, mostly externally because I'm not a tech guy, is my this is a Double Eagle Honey Badger. I can't remember I think it's like DE A90A. Can't remember the life of me. I should have looked these up before I started the video, to be honest. But if you just put in like Double Eagle Honey Badger, it will come up. This is the one that had the tube stock. You can get one that's more of a traditional Honey Badger stock, which is like really, it's lighter and it's smaller. But to me, I just wanted this because it's a lot more like customizable. You know, I couldn't have done any of this with the regular one. So this is entirely, it doesn't come with rails. It's all M-lock initially. So I put the side and bottom rail on because I just like having a grip. The EO Tech ripoff, that's also AliExpress. This has been good. This is probably the one I'd recommend the most because it's got the most clearest sight picture on it. Like it's while the others have got like just a dot. You probably can't see that. I don't know why I'm bothering with that. This has got like a proper reticle, which I prefer quite a bit. And yeah, it's just I think the one I'm the most proud of really, because it's, you know, I like the tan, so it's, and then I finally got a proper PEC 15, which is fully functioning. One thing though I would recommend is, I mean, it has lights and lasers. I would never use the laser because the light's fine because it's diffused, you know, it's a light. But the laser, even a low power laser, and you know, this is from China, God knows how strong it is. I would never actually use this with people because, you know, even a few seconds of getting a laser with the eye, you could blind someone. And, you know, I play outdoors, so it's mostly just for the look. So yeah, just as a warning. You can buy one, they look cool, but I mean, this doesn't even have batteries in it. It's mostly just for the aesthetic. But yeah, I think that's it basically. I think, yeah, other than that, yeah, it was just a kind of, I wanted to do another video, so I was like, yeah, why not? So yeah, if you guys got any questions, just give me a shout. Yeah, give me any ideas. I mean, like I say, I'm not doing this for any kind of schedule. I'm just doing it because I like showing off my stuff. Yeah, other than that, I think that's pretty much done. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.